Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. We have a few more periods and then we're free for like 12 days or whatever it is, right? So I'm not going to keep you guys long. You guys know this is more for attendance, but there is something new, and I did go over this with people from my other class. So I do have to go over it with you guys as well. Sorry, we just had somebody else join. So I'm going to share my screen and just go over a few things with you, okay? And once I'm done that, you guys can go. To let you guys all know, IPRs went out this morning. I did them last night. I tried to update some early morning, but I also got a lot of messages from people, not just this class, but just other classes as well about, oh, hey, like I submitted all my stuff. Can you make sure it's all updated by the IPR? Like, no, it doesn't work like that, right? Like you guys have to really stay on top of your stuff and not just when there's a deadline or when there's like, a mid-marking period grade that comes out. And so just so you know, IPR is, I believe it's interim progress reports. And it's when your grades kind of go out to see how you guys are doing mid-marking period. So that's where we're at. We're in the middle of the marking period here. Most of you guys have done a pretty great job with your fitness logs. The one thing I'm adding is a little bit of an updated fitness log. And you'll see it here, and you guys know how all of this works. Before I get to that fitness log, I want to show you guys something. And for those of you who are either not reading my comments or you're getting lower grades than a 10 out of 10, you should go back and look at the comments, because a lot of you in both of my classes here are not really reading the comments and not really understanding the fitness components. And I kind of feel like I've been beating like a dead horse about it, but maybe I'm just not explaining it well enough, or maybe you're not doing your part, right? And I'm starting to feel like maybe some of you are not doing your part in kind of looking for that information, because I've went over it multiple times. But if you guys aren't watching the videos or the updates from the past, and I'm talking first marking period, then that's kind of on you at this point, right? So you guys remember I put a folder of the first marking period. If you go to the week of 9/14 and you scroll down here to 9/14 assignment 2 components of fitness, this is the lesson that I went over about the fitness components, and it's all right here. It's a PowerPoint that I went over. There are two types of components of fitness: skill related fitness components and health related fitness components. What we are focusing on are health related fitness components. And there are 4 of them that we are going to be using in class: flexibility, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and cardiovascular endurance. There was a 5th called body composition, but I've mentioned it to you and my other class many times that we are not going to be using body composition. And although I'm still getting submissions with people writing that in, and we're not going to be focusing on that. So only the 4, and I'm going to say it one more time. So maybe some of you guys who are getting it wrong, you can just write it down so you know the 4, and that way you'll know when you're doing that. So it's flexibility, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and cardiovascular endurance. And if you want to know what they all mean, I'm not going to do the lesson all over again. It's right in here. You can fast forward to it. Okay. So it's first marking period, week of 9/14, and it's right here. Are there any questions there? Okay. This should look familiar because you have been starting it, but because I didn't really get to talk to you about it, I did make a video though. So hopefully some of you guys watched it. I've been realizing since September, kids really don't watch videos unless there's like assignment attached to it. And even if there is, kids don't watch videos. So maybe if I go over it with you, anything in red is new. And by new, it's not really new. It's just I'm asking for a little bit more information, because there are some people who are putting all 4 fitness components every time, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So it kind of is like, are you actually doing this workout? Number one, are you just kind of BSing it and just putting it down? Like, I don't really know. And I think that we need to have a little bit more validity in our fitness components. Look, guys, right? I can't make you guys send me videos, right? I can't make you guys send me pictures. I can't make you. So I don't really know. You can BS the whole thing. I don't know. So this is really the only way that I can actually get to know what your fitness goal is, get to know like what you're actually working towards. And if you actually understand how your body works and how you can um, choose different activities to better yourself, right? And many of you guys, again, are doing very, very well. Even those of you who might not be getting this question right every time, you're doing pretty well. So I don't want you to think like I'm coming at you in any way. I just kind of want to go over it a little bit more. So in red, yes, you're going to write what type of fitness you got. That's not new. But I'm asking here, why do you think what you chose is the primary fitness component for the activity that you chose? So you need to think about which activity you chose, and then you need to think about those four, and you need to pick one or two that you believe is the primary component for that activity. So that means like which one is the one that like really actually fits with the activity that you chose. So I don't always want you guys to pick all four every time. Okay. It should really just be like one or two. And a lot of times, cardiovascular endurance is going to be in an activity where it increases your heart rate. And that's like a primary goal. So running, jogging, swimming, playing a sport, anything that's really making your heart rate go. And then here, another in red, what is your fitness goal? Now, for some of you guys, it's been the same all year. And some of you have been changing it up. And that's fine. You can pick a new one every week. You can change it up every month. You can have the same one for the whole year if you want. But I want you to start thinking about being a little bit more specific. I'm getting some answers like, I want to lose weight or I want to tone, which is great, right? But like, be a little bit more specific and also be a little bit more realistic. Okay. Like maybe just change it week to week. Like this week or this month, I really want to focus on my abs, right? And toning my abs. Or I had somebody who was really specific and said that they want to be able to run a certain amount of miles a month or a year or whatever, and how they're going to get to that goal. Okay. And then how did the activity you chose up here, how does it benefit your goal that you put right here? Okay. So it's not really adding like new stuff to this. It's just kind of asking you to elaborate a little bit more. Um, does anybody have any questions at all about anything? Because like we don't get to chat, we don't get to go on, Zoom every other day like other classes do. And I know, it's asynchronous. Some of you guys are probably happy about it, and it's good. We don't some of us don't like to work out in front of people, especially on a computer. It's kind of awkward, right? But I also want to make sure that, I'm answering your questions and that you guys are all understanding, what you're supposed to be doing. So that's really the main objective and the main goal that I wanted to get out there.